Please understand. Whatever you experience as you, as world, as God, whatever you experience is memory. Jiva, Ishvara and Jagat. Jiva means what you remember as you. What you remember as you. What you experience as world. And what you experience as God. Please understand, what you experience God is not God. What you experience as God is not God. All these three are your memory. Then what is God? Where you don't experience these three things separately is God. So whatever you experience as Jiva or as Ishvara or as Jagat is memory. Sometime you remember which is not required. Sometime you don't remember which is required. So the Maya also is memory. Liberation also is memory. Liberation happens if you remember the right things and don't remember the wrong things. Maya means remembering the wrong things, forgetting the right things. The whole thing, your problem and your solution, your life, your death, everything is nothing but memory. Anything you experience other than the truth is memory. Any truth you experience in your life is because of memory. Anything you experience other than the truth is also because of memory. Anything you experience other than the truth is not only because of is memory. Anything you experience other than the truth is memory, because of memory. Any truth you experience in your life is because of memory, not is memory. 3-layer memories. Memory which is available directly on your table means which you are handling every day. Handling every day. So the files are directly on your table. All you need, look, you will have it. Like how to eat. How to drive a car, if you know driving. How to swim, if you know swimming. No, even how to swim also will not be a daily file, because mostly you don't swim every day. Like how to eat, how to walk, this kind of memories, which are on the table, directly available. Second level memory, which is from your bureau. Means if you look in, you will have it. Like your wife's name, family name, or from where you are. All those memories, which you may not use every day, at least for last 15 days. I can say this driving and all is that memory. Driving, swimming. Once you learn, it is there. If you look, you will have it. If you look for it, you will have it. It's not a big thing. You can say sometime the clothes you have, or the items, things you have, all these things. Not directly on the table, in the cupboard. You may have to think. Then you will be able to retrieve it. I can give you the example, some movies which you saw few months ago, and some stories you heard few months ago, some jokes you heard in your parties. It may not be directly available, but if you look, you will have it. That kind of memory, the second level memory. The third is in the archives. Which is in the archives, you will be able to retrieve only with some special powers, like a past birth memory. What you did at the age of 2, even in this Janma, what you did at the age of 2, you can't retrieve it just by looking or with this ordinary memory power. You may need a sharp logic which should be able to go through the incidents, which should be able to separate the incidents, which should be able to look in. So only then you will be able to penetrate, you will be able to look into those memories. If you take little risk, sharpen your logic, you can dig and find out. How I talk about my past life, sometime what happened in a very young age, this kind of things. And sometime rarely even you do get few incidents, get downloaded, or just few incidents comes to your inner space. So from Sanjita, that is the third memories which has gone to the archives. Memory which are in the bureau, they are only called agamya. They are only called agamya, which is acquired in this birth, but it will be there as a load. The memories which are directly on your table is prarabdha. That is prarabdha which you are living every day. Everything is memory. Even you recognizing me is because of memory. Otherwise you won't recognize. One good thing is you recognizing me and listening is because of memory. One bad thing is you recognizing me as you thought about me as yesterday is because of memory. You not letting me to be new is because of memory. I think you understand. Every moment I am new, but you are not letting me to be new. That is because of memory. Memory, right memory is Jivan Mukti. Understand? Right memory is Jivan Mukti. Constantly remembering the right thing which needs to be remembered. Who are you? The idea about you. If you can remember the right idea or right thing about you, you are living enlightenment. You are living enlightenment. So, practically, memory is you. Anything you know about you is memory. Memory is your guru. Memory is your maya, means illusion. Memory is responsible for your bondage. Memory is responsible for your liberation. Memory is your guru. I can say memory is your God. With wrong memory, you are in bondage. With right memory, you are liberated. Nothing else needs to be done. All you need to do is work on memory. Work on memory. I'll express few things, few ideas, how to work on memory. Understand? The archives memory, cupboard memory, table memory. Instead of using that Sanskrit words, these three will be right word, you see. Archives memory, cupboard memory, table memory. The big problem is, usually, you are too much emotionally connected to table memory. Actual truth is, what happened in your life cycle 10,000 years ago, and what happened today morning is one and the same. The whole thing is equally recorded in your consciousness, in your conscious shaft, in your time shaft. But you have more emotional attachment to today morning's memory, little less emotional attachment to few days before memory, and few years memory, before memory, you don't have that much of attachment. So your awareness, your attachment to the memories create bondage. Sometimes you get attached so strongly to a memory, even after years, you remember it vividly. Sometimes you don't get attached to some memory, even if it has happened half an hour before, you will forget. So, a rule of the memory is one, exemption of memory is another one. Whether it is rule or exemption, confusion or clarity, bondage or liberation, is all just because of memory. Memory is a memory when you remember it and it binds you. Memory is not a memory when you remember it, when it liberates you. Memory is not a memory by remembering which it liberates you. Memory is a memory by remembering which it binds you. Look in, the whole thing is nothing but memory. If you just look, suddenly you will see so many, yes, I am nothing but a memory. When you have an idea about you, how you have your qualification, your profession, your life, your background, that's what you remember as you. That is nothing but memory. Even miracle powers can be taken away by somebody if he forgets it. That is why Patanjali, when he describes memory, when he describes miracle powers, he says, Mani Mantra Aushata. Please understand, through three ways miracle powers can be achieved. One is by medicines. Another one is by mantra, means repetition, memory. Third one is through birth, you will inherit. So if you don't remember, you may not even have powers. Even extraordinary powers can be with you only if you remember. Then what about ordinary your education and all? It is just because you remember. Everything is memory. Whether your sadhana or your enlightenment, whatever you need to do is all related to memory. You can't miss a single line because every line I am uttering is a click. Every line I am uttering is a click. Memory is responsible for your suffering. Memory is responsible for your joy. Memory is responsible for what you are physically. Memory is responsible for what you are mentally. Memory is responsible for what you are emotionally. Memory is responsible for what you are. Everything is just memory. So, the moment you understand everything is your response to your memory, you can easily play with, because the whole thing now becomes independent from any other bondage. The moment you realize everything is because of your memory, now the whole responsibility is dependent on you. It's not on anybody else. Now it's all on your shoulders. It is all on you. You need a sharp awareness. Only then all my words can become experience. See, whenever I utter a word, immediately 4 or 5 memories will raise and acknowledge what I am saying is right. Then it will become experience. See, if I utter something, if no memories raise and acknowledge, it will be just a darka. If some wrong memories raise and say no, it is kudarka. If right 5-6 memories raises and says, yes, 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 it is vichara. If almost all the day-to-day memories which you have, the table memory, says yes, it is vidarka. Memory of you, memory of Jagat, memory of Ishvara, all three are not you. So if you renounce your memory about me, you will experience me. The memory about me which you are carrying is the only hindrance not letting you experience me. First you have to drop the memory about world. Then you have to drop memory about you. Then you have to drop your memory about me. Sometime you first drop your memory about me. Then also again you will be caught in your memory about the world and your memory about you. That's also on risk. I always tell people, you have to drop the master's form to enter into the ultimate. But it means you have to drop everything else first, then master's form, then ultimate. These fellows first drop me and get caught in everything else and will not be able to drop other things. And then they think, no, master told me to drop him, I dropped him. But before that you should have dropped everything else. Only then dropping me. Then nothing will be there. Means right memory. Right memory which reminds you not to remember is God. The memory which reminds you not to remember is God. See, you understand this one statement, everything is memory. You see this as a light, is a light because of memory of the light. You are you because of the memory of you. So everything is just memory. Nothing is solid. Everything is memory. The Ananda Sabha which you saw yesterday and which you are seeing today is not same. Because already the degradation has happened. Rusting has happened. 24-hour rusting has happened. So it's not same. Your memory is only thing which binds or liberates. Same way, your neighbor is not the same guy whom you saw yesterday. Even though you think it's same, everything is memory. That is what Buddha calls anatta. Anatma. There is nothing. There is no soul. There is no center. There is no center. That truth is the center. Anatta is the atta. There is no soul is soul. The basic law of nature is empty space will be filled. So the cosmic memory is in certain frequency. I can say 100. But your body, you possess this too much. You cling to it too much. The things which you are handling within this body becomes too much. You are in 1000 frequency. So this 100 can never get into this 1000. You are too much with you. So if you can reduce it to 99, immediately the cosmic memory will start, you will be able to download it.